Hey, Velvet! What's up? How you doing tonight? Am I coming in? Yeah, I should be coming in pretty good. Hi, Fan. I'm doing alright. Yourself? I'm doing pretty good. I, as usual, did not prepare until the very last minute. God, I don't even have animation practices. No matter. We'll make it work. Let's see. Simple head turn. There was a video that I had found a while back that had a couple of different, animation practices. So I'm gonna reference that video super quick.
Practice the skills you already have, and maybe pick up a few tips and tricks along the way. These are all beginner friendly, but I'll show you how to increase their difficulty if you want an extra challenge. I'll be using Animate CC, but you can use any software or medium you like. I've tried to keep things fresh and come up with some new exercises you might not have seen before. They're called the magic dot, the jelly jump, the switch, which, side note, is maybe the most useful animation shortcut there is, and the morph. Let's dig in.
Okay. So for for tonight's practice, I've done the bouncing ball. I would likely do the bouncing ball again. But I want to try and do something a bit different and maybe see about testing, because I know Clip Paint Studio 4 now has like mesh and bone movement. So I'm gonna do some frame by frame stuff, and then I'm gonna do some, oh, Super Lemon! One drawing with an AK-47, let's start. Just cheered. Yay! I got a 1-bit cheer. Thank you, Super Lemon! Much appreciated.
The first exercise is something I call the magic dot. This is where we create a simple dot and try to make it as interesting as possible using only the power of animation. So I'm going to create a new scene. It's at 12 frames per second and it's 1920 by 1080. You can do anything you like. I like 12 frames per second for 2D. So the first thing I'm going to do is just draw a dot. And then I'm going to turn on onion skinning and make a new empty frame. And then my goal now is just to bring as much life to this dot as possible. And the reason I like this exercise is because you don't really need to be able to draw to do it. You can be a stop motion animator, you can be a motion graphics designer, you can be trying things out for the first time, and you can really get a sense of what different spacing does to the speed and the energy of your motion. So if I want to make things move slowly, I make them close together, and if I want to make them fast, I make them further.
Okay. Alright. So I think we can do this. This seems like it should be relatively easy enough. New timeline. We're gonna do it at 12 frames. Okay. We're gonna experiment with both keyframe and frame by frame animation, just because both are kind of important, or will be in the eventually. But this exercise is going to be the magic dot. Because why not? And then even though on the tutorial there's no guide, I am gonna put like just kind of like a small one. Actually, let's put in several. We'll do something like that, and then animation itself. Okay, so the point of this exercise is to try to do get spacing together, and we're gonna try to make the dot as interesting as possible. And we're gonna turn on our onion skin. So, as it follows the curve of the line, I'm stretching the dot to look more like a line. Just because it kind of shows it's getting faster, you know? Because learning how to do squash and stretch is going to be really big for more, I actually kind of like how it looks when I scrub it. By the way, if you're wondering, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to slow it down as it goes around the curves that I've made. And I am doing this on, one frame per dot, which just basically means that, it's on a single frame of animation instead of each dot being on 2 frames. So now if we go back and we take the onion skin off, that actually looks kind of cool. It does kind of, disappears. What I do like is how it goes, so like around here, it starts to have anticipation, and then it goes really fast, and then it slows down again, and then it gets really fast. So now let's see how this will look when we do it on our loops. This one's probably gonna look a little funky, but... I'm trying to think about it in the way that, like, roller coasters are done, kinda. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I don't know why I had it stop when I got right to, like, this area, but... Huh. Okay. So this is what this animation looks like on ones, right? And so ones is a term that you use to describe when an animation, when basically there's a drawing on every frame of animation. And while it looks super smooth and pretty when done correctly, the thing with drawing on ones is that ones are the most, like, expensive way to do animation, whereas most animation you'll see is done on what's known as twos, where a drawing lasts every 2 frames, or in the case of anime, it's done on threes, where every drawing lasts for 3 frames instead of 2. Or at least that's how it used to be. I think with the advent of tweening, I think it's called, and depending on the sequence, some sequences you can vary whether you use 1s, 2s, or 3s, just depending on the animation itself. So we're gonna do a new animation folder. This is the magic dot on 1s. This will be the magic dot on 2s. We're gonna turn off our 1s. We're gonna change our 2s to be a different color. And we're gonna try it again. But this time, I actually wonder if I should use different guides. Well, I guess I can still use this one. I could just start at the other side. Nope. Nope, that's too late. I always have to count. Like, I notice that when I do animation, I tend to count, like, not only the frames, but, like, how God, I'm trying to think how many frames I use in, like, a sequence. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So you can see it's a bit more choppy, but it could also be because I've added a bit more, like, space in between the drawings. It's not bad, but you could definitely tell it's not as smooth as the, as the red lines. I do like how it looks like the green and the red one are dancing on this top one, though. I think that looks really cool. By the way, if you're wondering why I've drawn a line instead of a dot, that's because this line is portrayed as the dot is like being stretched. And so this would be considered like a smear frame. You see this a lot in like older cartoons where they try to portray like quick movement in as few frames as possible. I will say the advent of like streaming services has caused people to pause at some of the best like moments where there's either like a super weird in-between drawing or a really like intense smear frame, and it's just so interesting to see. Okay. See, I think it could also be because these frames, especially the long form, like, smear frames, because they're on for longer than one frame, that's partially why it looks choppy. So if we vary like this frame, right? Let's make that. So, we'll also make this one frame. Not only zombie redeemed fishtails. Oh, hey zombie, what's up? We're gonna shout out Live Zombie. Okay, so fishtail. That's an interesting one. Not much, was just playing Minecraft and now taking a break. That's cool, that's cool. Oh, so for your fishtail, okay, so when I first moved to Texas, I wanted to go to medieval times for my birthday because there was one over by where I worked at the station. And so it was me, my ex's sister, and there was a friend of a friend who was also in the area that we invited to come with us. And this is rather funny because we invited him to like come with us, and we were like, okay, well, you know, we'll meet you there. And he's like, okay, cool. Well, we didn't exchange like a picture or talked about, you know, like what we looked like. Nothing. So we get there and we're like, you know, we're here, we're in the parking lot, and we're waiting for him to show up. And the whole time, we're like, did any of us get like a picture of what he looks like? And we're like, no. And so we're watching people walk by and we're like, well, hopefully, you know, he points out and he says something. And, I forget what happened, but we waved at a guy who waved back at us, and he was like, hey, are you like Phantaz and friends? And I was like, yeah, are you the mutual friend that our friend knows? And he's like, yeah. And so we were like, okay, great. And so we go in and we go to medieval times, and then like I think it was after we got out, he was like, oh my god, thank god it was y'all, because I was so freaked out that you were waving at the wrong person. And I was like, yeah, we kind of had that feeling too, but at the same time, the tickets were already paid for, so if you were just some random dude and, instead of the friend that stood us up, it would have been like, hey, you know, come on, get a free dinner, I guess. It was so funny. So remember, when you're meeting up with peeps, make sure that you get some kind of description of what they look like, so that way it's not in question if you're waving to them or not. God, it was so funny. Okay. Huh. Well, varying the line weight does help, like, make it move a bit smoother. Or not the line weight, but the frame rate, I should say. Because where it has these really long lines, I put it on one frame and the rest of them are on twos. Okay, that's not too bad. And so if we compare it with our other magic dot, what does it look like? Huh. It kind of looks like they're fighting, and that's kind of cool looking, honestly. So what happens if I take off the guides? What does it look like without the guides? Oh yeah, it does look like they're fighting. That's kind of cool. By the way, this is a relatively easy exercise that you can do on like any program, at least from what I'm seeing. Drinking? I am drinking Diet Coke right now. But yeah, no, my fish son drinks. So I wonder if I take off the background. Can I export this? Export animated GIF. But will you transport with a transparent? Will you export with a transparent background, I wonder? Wait, make background transparent? Oh, that's... Ooh, I gotta see what this looks like. Do it at frame rate 12. Unlimited number of times. Okay. It did export it. So, what does it look like? Hold on, I'm gonna upload this to my gallery real quick because I want to see what it looks like. Transparent. My gallery. Upload. Pictures. Wait, where did I export it as? Oh, here it is. Oh my god, it is. It's legit transparent. Holy fuck. I'm sorry, I haven't been able, like... Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry, I'm having a great time. Leave me alone. That's so awesome! Hey, yo! Sorry, I'm allowed to be excited. Okay. So we're gonna put this all in one, like, nice folder. And we're gonna name it the magic dot. I'm likely gonna export all of these GIFs that I make just cause. Okay, so let's start on another project.
Apart. And you can see I'm animating on arcs at the moment. Let's see what happens when I animate on a straight line. Very nice and quick in live action for years. Just as an experiment, I decided to join all of these dots together, and it created quite a cool abstract. Make a block of jelly, or jello, depending on where you live, jump in the air and settle down. We're focusing on creating weight using anticipation and overshoot. So we have a drawing of some jelly here in Animate CC. I've split it up into layers so that I can lock the background layers. The first thing I'm going to do is create the most important keyframes. So we've got our starting frame, I'll create a new frame at the top of the jump, and I'll duplicate the first frame and use it as the final frame. I'll make it hold for a while by pressing F5 and I'll play that back. That doesn't really feel like a piece of jelly jumping right now. So what do I need to add? Well, I'm going to add a anticipation pose. So this is where it squishes down a little bit. And to do that, rather than redrawing it, you can redraw it if you're so inclined, but in this example I'm not going to. I'm just going to transform it. So I'm moving the center transformation, like the orientation point for the transformation down to the base, so that as I transform it, the base doesn't move around too much. I'm going to squish it down. And then what we know about squash and stretch is that it needs to retain volume. So if I squish it down, it also needs to squash outwards. And let's see if that feels about right. I think maybe just a little bit further out. Yeah, okay. I think that's about right. It goes into the air. And then I'm going to have a squash pose when it comes back down.
All right. So now we're gonna play around with keyframes and we're gonna squish some jello. Because why not? Where is We're just gonna make a quickie plate. It's a bit too flat to be an actual plate, but the point is to have fun and cry. Okay, now I gotta remember how to do this. So this is where the fun part excuse me, of me trying to figure out how Clip Paint Studio works comes in, because it's something like drawing on... So when you animate, you have two different types of layers in Clip. You have your normal, like, layer that you can draw on, right? But then you have, like, animation frames. And they aren't the same, right? But you can establish a layer as an animation frame. Like, so you can specify an animation cell. Solar frame to be equivalent to whatever layer you're working on. I just have to remember how to do that. But we're gonna be working with keyframes, and keyframes are interesting because keyframes only require you to, like, manipulate the drawing itself. So, like, basically, you select the whole drawing rather than on frame by frame, where you draw the object and then you draw it on a completely another frame, all by hand. And I will be providing a demonstration of what that looks like here in a hot minute. I kind of want my Jell-O to be jiggly. It's not going to be a very specific piece of Jell-O, but I kind of want it to be, like, jiggly. Jiggly square. Honestly, it kind of looks like a Rice Krispie treat. Ooh. I'm a Rice Krispie. I'm sorry, the squiggly lines make me think it's a ghost. Ooh. It's a haunted Rice Krispie treat. Oh, that's kind of wonked, actually. I don't think I should have drawn the back part. We'll just do that. That actually reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode where they sail with, like, where they sail with, I think his name is, it's not Davy Jones, it's the Flying Dutchman. And, they're trying to scare this kid who's just like, are you kidding me? And the whole time they're like, ooh, it's a mystery. And the kid and the Flying Dutchman just looks so done. And the kid's just like, they're idiots. And the Flying Dutchman goes, yeah, but they're my idiots. And I can't. It's so funny. I'm thinking of the most random shit right now, but it's great. I'm having a great time. I hope everybody else is having a great time. Speaking of, so I actually kind of went on a bit of a deep dive like a while back. There's this guy, and I forget his name, but he basically did these really unhinged like SpongeBob SquarePants theories that make a lot of sense when you think about it. And one of them is that Patchy the Pirate is the Flying Dutchman. And the evidence that he gives for it is so freaking compelling that I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch those videos. He has like an 8-hour compilation theory of all of his SpongeBob theories. And it's just great. He also did one for the cabbage guy in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where the cabbage guy is a Fire Nation spy. Because if you like go back and watch the series and you really like think about it, it's interesting that these cities that hadn't been conquered by the Fire Nation since the start of the war got a cabbage merchant and then were conquered shortly after. Okay. I'm probably gonna put way more detail into this little piece of jello. And now that I've like I don't know, now that I've watched it and he's made a compelling case about it, I can't like unsee it now. I'm actually interested to see what they do because, like, the studio is coming out with another, Avatar, a series where the Avatar is, I believe, a set of twins. So I'm really interested to see what they do. I also think it's a crime against nature that they came out with onion and banana juice officially. Okay. I need to not be caught up on the details of this jello because it's not the focus of what I'm trying to do. Now, I'm just gonna put this little jello piece all on one layer. Simply, let me line that up. All on one layer, simply because that's just what's going to be the easiest for this, like, tutorial. But usually when you have, usually when you do animation, now, I could be wrong, everybody does it a bit differently, but, like, in my experience, the way that they, like, the way that they break down doing animation and doing moving parts is you want to, like, paper doll your character, right? So head, we'll do arms, legs, chest, So, like, your head, right, is one, like, folder per, like, color, shading, movement, line work. And then all of the other limbs are also, same thing, one folder for, so one for line art, one for color, one for shading. And so each piece can be made out of like moving, we'll have a folder that has like moving parts in it, and you have to color that shit separately. I believe there are ways to like kind of minimize the amount of space that you're using, but don't quote me on that. I don't remember. Jello! Okay, so because we're gonna keyframe this, we're gonna keep everything on one layer and make life easy. We're gonna do a new animation folder, and we're gonna call it Jello. Okay, so we're gonna do a new animation cell, and then we're gonna assign cell to frame. Cancel. Hey, Skittles, what's up? How you doing, girly? Give a shout out. Skittles. No? Unless I have to put the Jello in the folder. So then, assign cell to frame. Jello. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Aw, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so now this is where it gets interesting, because now we get to enable keyframes. And this is gonna be mildly interesting. So we'll do it. I don't even know where to start. Shit, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Enable keyframes. New animation folder. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna add a keyframe. And then what we're gonna do... Ooh, no, that's big. Okay. As you can see, I'm doing my best. Oop. add keyframe. Move object. Ah, okay, here we go. Alright. Select layer, object. So that takes it all the way. Oh my, are you going to make it jiggle? I'm gonna try. It's a lesson in patience. Transform. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so that moves it. Ooh. As you can see, I'm having a fun time. Keep aspect ratio. No, we'll turn that off. Okay, so if I turn that off, what does that do? Oh. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna shrink it. And we're gonna stretch. We're gonna keep it right on the plate. Which, actually, now that I think about it, is probably a bad idea. Fun time, let's go! SpongeBob sang a song about fun. Okay, hold up. I think I messed up. Okay, so you go here. And then we'll add a keyframe here. Because what we're gonna do is... we're gonna do, I believe it's called anticipation, where, like, the Jello is gonna have its starting position, which is this. And then what's gonna happen is it's gonna shrink down to go to be further on the plate, and then it's gonna jump. I think that's what this tutorial is teaching. Ah, no! It's not what I wanted! No, turn aspect ratio off. I don't want that. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna shrink. And then this is gonna go wide. I believe. What was this? Clear opacity 1250 by 1250. So for this one, 1250 by 1250. By 100, 1250 by 1250. Everything else is the same on it, so why does it look like it's much different? Okay. Alright. We're getting there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna could watch that this entire time. What? Just do this? We're actually gonna... Let's see, so... Takes 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2... We're gonna... Paste... Keyframe there, so that way it goes back to its original position. Boom. Boom. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna... We're gonna add a keyframe. And we're gonna stretch. Then we're gonna lift it. Push this out a little bit more. We're gonna lift it a bit more, like that. Squishy jello! Okay, we're gonna lift it right about there. Paste. Oh, whoops. I pasted the wrong one. Copy. So let's see how this looks. It does squish! That's kind of cool. It's so jiggly! More squish! So this is where you can kind of combine old and new techniques with each other when it comes to keyframe and traditional animation. So like with keyframe, a lot of what we did was we just so whenever we moved the object around the screen, the keyframes saved where it was. And then it was just a matter of like designating a keyframe to be for that position and then just moving them around to see if we could make it like work. I think what I'm gonna do is because this just kind of stops suddenly. So we're gonna move this up a bit more. I actually wonder if maybe changing the height on it a little bit would help make it not appear so... What I am gonna do is I am gonna make that height smaller and wider. And then we're gonna do the same for this, where we make this height smaller, and then we widen it out a little bit. That over there. Here. That looks a little better. Launch it higher and give it bigger squish. I'm just trying to vary where the keyframes are set to make it like squish. Part of me is like, do I want to attempt to hand draw it and see if I could possibly make it better hand drawn? It might be something I do at the end, but for now, I think for a, I think for my attempt in a keyframe animating, because I haven't had exactly, like, the best of luck when it comes to keyframe animation, I think this works. Then again, I think it's also because I largely had no clue what the hell I was doing, and so I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, well, let's forge ahead. See, what I like to do is before I can learn how to crawl, I like to attempt to sprint and hit a brick wall. And then look up, how-to stuff later. Oh, if I... Remember, don't look down at the ground. That's when gravity actually works when you look at it. I learned that from cartoons. Yes, I too learned that from cartoons. Also, I can export these as transparent GIFs, and I am so fucking happy. Animated GIF. Squish. Jello. Okay. By the way, these are being posted in my gallery on Discord as transparent GIFs, so if you want to check that out, shameless plug to my Discord. Oh my god, I am having way too much fun with this. That's so cool! God, I feel like I've held myself back. I forgot how much I loved animating stuff. I know the magic dot one's a little bit hard to see. I might actually re-upload it. Or actually... Hold up. Let me delete. I'm gonna redo that one. Super quick like. Oh, that actually did work. I was about to be like, did it work? By the way, I know you weren't here earlier, Skittles, but this was the first exercise we did where this is a frame by frame of making dots move. The green dots move on 2 frames per animation, and the red ones move on 1 frame per drawing. This was also really cool to see too. Oh cool, yeah, sorry I got caught up a bit earlier. No worries. I'm just like, I'm sitting here like, oh my god. I love when I do cool shit. Animated GIF. Pictures. Yes. Animation is definitely fun. Oh yeah, it is, but when you're first starting out, it can feel like masochism. To be fair, I'm also not, like, I'm animating very simple forms. Like, I'm not doing, like, movement or body stuff yet, so we'll see how long the fun truly lasts. Discord. Upload. Oh, who am I kidding? I would probably have fun animating, Ah, look at it! Oh, it's so cool! It just takes a hot minute. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Alright, what's the next practice video? Oh, by the way, if you want to see the video I'm using, and if you want to have it for reference for yourself, this is the link to it.
Here is to transition between two very different keyframes as quickly and easily as possible. We'll do this by hiding the transition behind motion. This is something that sleight of hand magicians use to hide things from their audiences, and it's endlessly useful in animation. You could take a lot of drawings or some sort of real thinky problem solving to figure out how to get from this keyframe to this keyframe. But what I want to do now is show you that you can hide this morphing behind some motion, and your audience's brains will fill in the gaps for you. I'm going to duplicate this keyframe, and because they're basically at the same spot, I'm going to use anticipation, like a little jumping motion, to hide this transformation. So we anticipate down, and then for this pose, I'm going to duplicate it. I'm just going to overshoot upwards. So this makes it feel like we go down, we travel upwards really quickly, and then settle back down. Now we'll just time this out a little bit better. So I'll hold for 5 frames, anticipate for 4 frames, overshoot for 2, and then hold. Now these are guesstimates, so let's see how they work. So you can see straight away, just a couple of drawings, no real sort of morphing. We're able to get from one keyframe to the other really quickly. And now I'll just go in and fill in a couple of easing in betweens, some slow in, slow out sort of thing. So I'm just going to duplicate this. Let's see how that looks.
Okay. Alright. Now we're gonna do transition. Very simplistic transition, I might add, but transition nonetheless. This isn't going to be anything super complicated, at least to start. I may do a more complicated version of this later. It depends on, because I think he has 4 different practices to, like, do. And then he has more complicated versions of each practice. I'm just doing the more simple ones right now, and then I think I'll go in and I'll find one that I want to add a bit of complication to, which will most likely be this one. Because there is one that he does where, like, it's a rose that transitions into a sword, and that looks really cool. I'm gonna make another layer. God, what do I want to transition into? You know what? That's right, transition Sailor Moon, do the thing, you got this. We'll see. Okay. Add a new seesaw. Or actually. You know what? No, we'll leave it kind of transparent-ish. Aw, it's so cute! I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay. We'll call it Slim. It's a slime, but slim. It's a slim slime. Okay, assign cell to frame. Slim. Look at him! Look at how cute he looks. Okay, and then we'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll add a new layer. Actually, you know what I can do? Hold up. It's gonna be the stupidest idea ever, but it's gonna be great. Not going to lie, I thought it was a piggy nose at first. I mean, it kind of does look like a little piggy nose. But, okay. I have a fucking brilliant ass idea. Jello. Jello! Okay. So we'll keep him in like the same-ish spot, but we're gonna make him taller. Where he's super squiggly. My shit. Oh, baby. He's so cute. Somebody needs to come, like, take my tablet away from me. See? You smile. What did I walk into? And why is it so cute? It's a little slime creature who's gonna turn into a Jello. Oh my god. Jello! Why does Jello not show up? I wonder. Slime, Jello, slime, Jello. Is Jello? Oh, there he is. Okay. like he's going, surprise! Someone needs to take my tablet away from me. I'm having way too much fun with this. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna add a keyframe, and then we're gonna add in another keyframe here. What? No, I don't want to keep my aspect ratio. We're gonna shrink. And we're gonna stretch. I actually should probably put like a ground piece. So we're gonna say this. This is the ground. Kinda. Okay, so then if we go in here, I'm gonna paste. And then right as it gets to just about here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another keyframe. And then we're gonna honestly, it's kind of like the Jello. Nope. I squashed me some Jello. Actually, we'll take my keyframe off. I wonder if it'll keep it. Okay, let's see how this looks. It's not bad for the keyframes, but I do feel the transition is not transition-y enough, if that makes sense. So I'm wondering if I go back in. Let's see. Not what I wanted. So let's add in a new animation cell. Let's put on onion skin. Saved all my keyframes. It doesn't have a smooth transition or even much of a sudden one. Yeah, that's fair. We'll see if this makes it better. Of course, better is very, like, relative. He got super crinkly. So how does this look with the keyframes on, I wonder? Oh no. That actually looks a lot better. He got super crinkly. The poofy flew back. I am cracking myself up way too much with this. Oh my god. He's so cute. I'm not gonna lie, I love it a lot. Oh my god. Oh. This is so much fun. Animated GIF. Transition. Okay. So when I put this in, what do you look like on Discord, I wonder? Excuse me. QRS. There it is. Hold on. Oh my god! Oh, it's so cute! I'm having the best time of my life tonight. Holy hell. And to think after this we have all 51 animation exercises to go through. But oh my god, that's cute AF. Look at him! For anyone just popping in, hi, my name is Fan. I'm doing animation practice, and I recently went from streaming 2 days a week to now I'm starting to stream 4. And one of those 4 days I wanted for animation practice, and I'm so overwhelmed by all the stuff I'm doing. Oh my god. It's so cute, right? For those of you who missed it, we also did a squishy jello. This is my squishy jello animation. that I just can't get over how, like, bouncy I made it. And then, we did some magic dots done on frame by frame animation, where I just basically drew a dot on every frame. And they kind of look like they're in an epic battle with each other, even though that's not quite the case, but... I'm over here losing my mind, so please, please stand by. Oh my god, it's so good! Okay, so now that we've done that, what's the next exercise? Come on, give it to me.
Overshooting and then settling back down. And we can do this, we can use this technique in loads of different situations. So if I want to switch from a more complicated shape like this heart to a skull, you can see I've mapped out a few keyframes here. We've got the first keyframe, the anticipation frame, the overshoot frame. Hiding the transition between two different keyframes, we're going to exaggerate it. So with this exercise, we want to take two very different keyframes and blend between them. In this example, I'm using a square and a triangle. The simplest way to do this would be to overlay the two keyframes and just in between the shapes. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm focusing on easing during the motion so it feels nice and soft. But as you can see, it looks kind of cool, but I don't think we're really embracing the transition. So when I'm thinking about morphs, I like to think about the transitionary state and what interest we can bring to the motion by experimenting.
We're about to get really fucking complicated.
So for this example, I decided to make the 2D square rotate through space and become 3D for a moment as it morphs into the triangular shape. Another direction I could go would be to have a slightly gooey transition, where the shape melts and twists as it morphs. The main thing to think about is how to entertain the audience with the transition and add some interesting, surprising detail. I find morphs are usually easier to animate using straight ahead animation, so animating one frame after the other. I'll keep the final keyframe in mind, but I won't start referencing it until I get to the end of the process. Adding...
Okay. So... we did, what? Transition? So now we're gonna do a morph. And that's... I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't know how good it's gonna look, but we're gonna... It's gonna be an attempt. 'Cause, we're gonna have to turn things. Did he just say when I think about balls and then use the term goo? I don't know. Can you actually hear when I pull up that tutorial video? Oh, I am so scared. By the way, if you like what I do, if you want to see more from me, consider giving me a follow. And if you want to get me commercial free, consider subscribing. Morph. Yes. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Alright. It's all good. Okay. His name is Alex Grigg, by the way. I hear the man giving the tutorial, though. Are we supposed to? I mean, it's not bad if you do. I just didn't know if you could hear him or not because I have my, my music set to YouTube as well, so I didn't know if OBS would have picked up him, like, chitty-chatting. Or not. Okay, new animation folder. New animation. So in the tutorial, he did a box into a triangle. I'm wondering if I should do a square into a box. No, let's go with the tutorial example, but maybe instead of doing a box into a triangle, we'll do a triangle into a box. I was about to be like, what's 12 plus 24? That should be... Wait. 12 plus 24, that's 36, isn't it? Trying to cover it up like you just know this stuff. I don't. I absolutely 100% do not. Well, okay, I lie. I spent 15 to 18 years of my life studying animation, being held back by the lack of confidence I had to do it successfully. And, yeah, like, I remember, so when I was in film class in college, I remember part of the syllabus was talking about animation, and, it was funny because every book the teacher held up that was like, if you want to pursue animation, these are all the books that you need. I had all of them except for 2, and I bought the 2 that day that I needed for reference. And then they just kind of sat on my bookshelf collecting dust. Because I was too much of a fraidy cat. Okay, you know what? It's not a perfect box, but it works. Actually, what would the 32 divided by 2 is 116? I see why it won't show it. Well, the tutorial, he said it would be good to do straight away, so let me just see. By the way, if you're curious, no, I have no idea if I'm doing this right. Cheese thing. Is it a wedge of cheese becoming a block of cheese, or am I just hungry? I think it's just because you're hungry. So if we turn off the onion skin... It's not exactly a complete 3D transition, but I just want to eat ugly amounts of cheese now. Well, now let's see if we can... Let's see if we can push this a bit further. So... Turn on onion skin. Okay, so while technically not in the curriculum, we're gonna try and morph the square into a circle. Is it still the triangle thing too? Yeah, it's so the first part of the animation is it going from a triangle into the square, and then the second part of it is going from the square to the circle. Mightiest of Migs? Oh, that's cool. Hey, Migs! Oh, hold on. I'll show you everything I've done as soon as I get done with this. We're gonna shout out at Mighty Migs. Dude, I've been having the time of my life tonight. I was going to say Fantas got stuck on her squish and ignored us. She's too invested now, we lost her. Gotta take off for work right now though. Stupid responsibilities, hope everyone's been doing good. No worry, Migsy. Good luck at work. I promise I am paying attention, I just started doing line stuff. I'm sorry! Okay, so let's see how this looks now. What's your thoughts in the Switch 2? Okay, that's kind of cool as shit. You know what? I'm gonna color it, cause why not? It only took me a bazillion, actually. At Skittles. I'm not sure if Mixie is still in chat, but what I find interesting about the Switch 2 is that it's going for like $450, which is most likely due to tariffs, number one, but number two, the other thing that I find interesting is that the digital like games that you can get in the Nintendo store are now going to be like $80. And then if you want the physical copies of the games, the physical copies aren't the actual games themselves anymore. It's just a key for you to buy them from the digital store, and they want to charge $90 for that, you know? I have no opinion. I've never owned a handheld game, and I have too much other stuff I still need to play. I don't need another device. I also never had an interest in owning a Switch. I kind of had FOMO when it came to the Switch because, like, all my friends got it to, like, play games and stuff. And, like, when I got it, when my ex got me mine, he, like, all I really played on it was, Death and Taxes and, Animal Crossing. For real, I heard about that. I was like, what? Cause one, ain't no one gonna be looking at that and saying, yeah, I'm willing to pay that price. But cool if people are into it. I'm not social, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, like, it would be one thing if Nintendo would occasionally put their games up on sale, right? But they don't do that. Like, think about, Pokemon, for example. Like, even used Pokemon games still go for what they're for what they were on, like, retail, right? Also, Skittles, I need you to do something real quick. Check your Steam notifications. Did you get Skittles a new game, Super Lemon? That's super nice. But no, the Nintendo Switch thing is sort of like how maybe but no, the Nintendo Switch thing is sort of like how whatchamacallit, I think it's crud, what's the name? GTA, Grand Theft Auto 6 is rumored to go for like 150 when it comes out. I'm just kind of like, that's kind of whack. OMFG, no wonder. Thank you, Super Lemon. It's also for Phantaz, I see. Wait, what? What do you mean? Yep, LMAO, Phantaz. What did you do? Alright, well, crap, now I gotta check Steam because I'm curious. I'm curious as to what happened. I got Bloated Thunder? I don't know what that... What happened? You all. View inventory. Bloated Thunder. I don't understand. I'm scared now. New game library. You know what? It'll be fine. It'll be okay. I got it all downloading. Super Lemon got me the next 2 Poppy Playtime games. Oh shit! Hey yo! That's awesome! I don't know. Poppy Playtime gets really interesting. We gotta get back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, I did find a co-ed game, like a co-op game that I want to get when I have more disposable income, because it's like 20 bucks right now. That's why I said it also involves Phantaz, because I played the first one for you. Yeah, no, I get it. I got you. I just had a fish moment. hate when that happens. I'm going to have to figure out next week's schedule's games. I only have a week before I'm probably going to be out for a while. And then I go back to work. Oh yeah, that's right. Aren't you supposed to get dental work done? Or did you already do that? I still have stuff to do with Fantas too. Yeah, I have dental work lined up for more than a month. Next week is my last week I'm available for a while, but I get to hang out in everyone's stream while I'm laid up. Hey! No worries! Hopefully it doesn't hurt too bad, you know? Either way, I will definitely let you know when I do Poppy, since you originally redeemed that one too. Ayo. Appreciate you. Actually, I was wondering, let's see, tomorrow is co-op gaming. So, I've gotten 2 of my friends to get, Pico Park. Would that be something you would be interested in co-oping for tomorrow? we'll do Okie Dokie Book Club. What is it? Let me look it up for you. Go. I think you can have up to like 8 people play with you. I remember I did it a while back with Swook, Migs, Rozzy, and Zombie, and I still have the clips of where I think Migs and Zombie were just absolutely losing their shit. Because I kept missing like my jump time. We never finished it, but the idea is that if I do co-op games every Friday, I want to attempt to finish Pico Park and maybe play Pico Park 2 with the same like group. Oh, I'm not good at platformers. Is it a platformer? They know I'm awful at those games. It is a platformer, but it's a platformer where you have to work together. And everybody's bad at it. If you go... I think the clips are still somewhere on my Twitch, but like... I'm terrible at platformers. I'm terrible at teamwork, like... Let's be real here. Oh, whoop. Okay, so let's go. Okay, that's kind of cool. I actually have to wake up stupid early the next day, too. No worries. I was just curious to see if that was something you wanted to do. That's all. I'm going to be downloading and updating games for the next 6 hours as it is. That's fair. Also, if you're wondering why I'm going through all the effort to do color and shading with this, it's because ever since Skittles says it looks like a piece of cheese, I haven't gotten it out of my mind, so I'm like, let's actually make it cheese. So now it's a piece of cheese that goes from a triangle to a circle to from a triangle to a square to a circle. And I'm also doing this to pad out my my runtime. And to distract myself from the fact that I am a person with a bladder that's demanding I go pee. Which may or may not be too much information. Yay, cheese! Okay, so let's see how all this looks. Okay, that's actually really freaking cool. I do like how it looks like the square is getting eaten slowly. So what does this look like when it's transparent? Oh, that's still so cool. Well, if you ever think animation is something you should do, I hope this shows you just what goes into doing animation. At least very, very simplistic animation. I haven't put bones in anything yet. Export animation as an animated GIF. We're gonna call it Morph. Spider Seiko. Spider Seiko. And we have the transparent background. Ah! I love that the background's transparent. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Oh god, what happened to Strim? I'll have to send some pics of my baby mushrooms that are growing. They're tiny and adorable. Aww. Oh shit, what did I do? I didn't mean to do that. Ah. Upload a file. Oh my god, that looks cool as shit. I love when I do cool shit. I can't wait to upload these on the interwebs. But before I do that, I have to run to the restroom. So we're gonna take a sponsored potty break. Sponsored in the sense that I'm gonna be gone for a hot moment. And then when we come back, we'll see about finding something else we can make move. I didn't really want to do anything like too complicated because I hadn't seen the tutorials for how to do mesh transformations and bone movements in Clip Paint. So, I will be right back. Sit! have returned. Let me see. A seashell into a starfish, or starfish opening up from the middle, unfurl the starfish tentacles and have a blinking eye in the middle? I don't know. I mean, all of those ideas sound really good, honestly. And they're definitely on brand for me. Come on. Have you ever seen a starfish walk on dry land? It's actually the coolest looking thing ever. Come on. Come on. Third monitor. I need you. I mean, there's also the beginner-friendly FX animation tutorial, too. I don't know, there's so many good options. I think for the seashell and the starfish idea, I would want to do that as a channel notification, but honestly, why not? We'll do a waving starfish. But we'll make it like an alien starfish because Femi. I'll have to make it on a new layer because starfish. Nope, I didn't want Patreon, I wanted Pinterest. Or a shell opens up and has a tongue that comes out and rolls around a pearl like a tongue piercing. I mean, that would also work too. no, not Patreon. I meant Pinterest Kafka Patreon. Well, actually, this is probably a good moment to talk about my Patreon because I did a lot of updates to Into the Underwood section, which if you don't know, well, not a lot of people know, but I am making my own webcomic that was the voted on long-term project for my Discord, which if you, bless you, which if you subscribe to either my Twitch or my Patreon, you do get voting rights in my Discord when we do decide to vote. But in any case, I finally uploaded character designs for my main character trio. I've uploaded a map of the world. Like, I've done some stuff. I'm still working on the lore and how society works and that kind of thing. I have also uploaded some draft pages because I'm such a freaking weeb. The way I'm planning to draw this comic is basically where you read it from right to left instead of left to right. I plan to put it up on Webtoon, but also have a space for it on my Patreon that you can just, if you don't want to like put in a monthly subscription, I think it's like $15 to get access to the category, and the category will update whenever I post lore, character sketches, comic pages, that kind of thing. But in any case, yeah. Let me post the link to Patreon. I gotta remember what I did. Each commands. Actually, is it fish tip? I don't think that takes to my Patreon. I think that just takes it to my tip page. Oh yeah, it takes it to both my tip page and my Patreon, so there you go. I should really offer like a doodle like service where I do like a little doodle somewhere on the screen for like a tip. You forgot to edit Squid Pro Quo. That's right. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm sorry. Actually, do I want to do it this way? I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of unprepared for the starfish idea. What if... Nope. OMG, I also just realized I'm watching your stream while I have Aquaman on in the background. It's the important part where he's chained to the floor, like all good movies with hot men. Yeah, chain him to the floor. Don't let him leave. Okay, I'm actually having a lot of trouble with the starfish idea. But, let me see. Actually, I think there's a way I can make this work. Anyways, did you turn me into a fish person and living in the fish culture? No, I haven't done that yet. I need to, though, honestly. I just just thought it was an idea for you to play with, mess around, or even revisit sometime. You know, I get you. I have ideas just to give something to do or work with. Hold on, I think I got it. Okay, I think I know how to do this. It's gonna be kind of complicated, but... I'm gonna do a new animation folder. Okay, actually, I didn't need to do that now that I think about it. Hold up. New vector. Nope. And then this becomes 1. Okay. I swear in my workout room I'm gonna have Loki in chains, Aquaman chained to the floor, and also Ryan Reynolds chained to the floor from Blade 3, cardboard cutouts, you know, to motivate me, Hey, whatever works, you know? Whatever Whatever works. Who? What? Huh? What? Ah! I'm having way too much fun with this. Oh my god. Hydrate. Stretch. Okay, alright. Don't yell at me. Oh! Oh, I cracked my back. Shark attack! Oh my god, I didn't... Did I not put... tits up? No. I swear to god, I've like uploaded... I've downloaded the update for tits like 8 times already. Let me give you back your channel points. Review requests. Months ago. Complete all. Do I have a huge delay or redeems not working and making noise? No, the redeems aren't working because, tits wasn't up. Apparently I updated it and it never, like, reopened it. Oh good, I just didn't know if they were working or if it was my internet. No, it was me. Oh, there it is. There we go, it works now. What happened? Okay, that's not good. Yay! I have a delay, but it works. I think my tablet's broken. Either my pen died or my tablet's broken. There's no in between. Let me see. No. Oh, shit's happening. I just wanted my pen charger. I didn't want everything to freak out. Okay, so my pen just died. But everything else is loading. Actually, honestly, I'm not gonna worry about this starfish for now. Because I feel like I've done a lot of cool stuff tonight. The music crashed too. Yeah, I think that's a sign. I think it's a sign that the Stremaze needs to end. But thank you everybody who popped by and joined in. It's very much appreciated. If I pass the vibe check and you want to see more content from me, please go ahead and give me a follow. If you want to check out my Discord pen15. My Discord is free to join, but if you want access to some special features, you can subscribe to either my Twitch or my Patreon. Tomorrow we're gonna get some friends together and we're gonna be playing some Pico Park, and that's probably gonna end in absolute and total disaster, but it's gonna be a fun time. So with that, I'm gonna go raid into somebody. Raid Shadow Legends. Let's see, Foss is the only one who's online, and we raided him last time. So let's go right into another Artiste. Someone says temptations are running through my veins. Let's draw to stave it off. So they're JVT, so let's go see what they're doing. You know, go spread some love. As always, I will be seeing everybody tomorrow. And I hope y'all have a good whenever. And I will see y'all in the next stream. Much love. Bye-bye.